What's good, man? It's your boy Cash. Welcome to the Cash Money Dream Podcast. We here, man, and we ain't going nowhere. We got a special guest in the building. Her name's Sierra. How you doing?
I'm great.
What's going on today?
Not much.
You're looking very bluish.
Thank you. Yeah.
Very stylish.
Good day. You too.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Welcome back to the show. Real quick, can you give them your IG, your business information? You guys, she has a renting company and she rents out nice vehicles. How's the business going?
It's good.
Everything's good?
Yeah.
You want to give out the information so we can put it out there on the...
Yeah, you can check out the cars at Beautiful Belle. That's on my Instagram, and the Beautifuls with 2 L's.
For sure. Today's going to be a good topic. We are going into a couple of conversations about relationships. And make sure you guys like and subscribe, follow us on every platform. YouTube is becoming stricter in how they do things for us to get clicks and likes. So we will appreciate it if you guys like and subscribe. There's a ding. You could just click it. And what it does is it gives you all the information. Also, the blog on the YouTube. We got all this information coming out. We're trying to respond to the messages from TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Ramin, how you doing today?
Doing good.
What's the show? What are we doing today?
Well, there's a few different topics today. I think we're going to start off with Tyrese
Oh, shoot.
and Samantha Lee and see what's the update to this divorce that happened. I don't remember
Real
how
quick,
long ago. Years ago.
You know who Tyrese is, right?
Yeah.
What do you know about Tyrese?
Baby boy.
Oh, shit.
I actually met him
What, you met
at a
him?
party. Yeah, he was throwing out here.
How was it?
It was fun. He was a little weird.
Oh, wow. Why was he weird?
I don't know. He was sleeping in the laundry room.
He was sweeping
on
in
the
the laundry room?
floor. Yeah.
Was it a party?
Yeah, it was his
Too much
his
to drink?
house.
Oh.
I don't know why he was on the floor in the laundry room. It
Wait,
was
so he had a
weird.
house out here?
Yeah, he rents houses out here like every year. Look, back in the day, he did.
Probably. That's
and
probably
he'd throw
true.
parties and yeah,
But was he a good guy?
yeah, he was cool.
Was he kind, sweet?
Hmm.
Okay. Well, his wife is now admitting that she regrets divorcing him in her relationship. She realized once she went out there into the market, it's not as easy to find a man who treats you as a princess or as a prize. And she was so quick for her career to be successful. She didn't want to play the woman's spot. She wanted to be the Beyonce in the relationship. And what happened was she basically walked away with a 1-year-old baby and sent him to the cleaners, to court. I used to call Tyrese a simp, and I'll tell you guys this before we get in this video. I used to call Tyrese a simp just because he was simping for the wrong woman. And listen, I actually have a different mindset, and I'm usually not like this. I actually feel bad for Tyrese. I do. And the reason why I feel bad for him, because every man should go into a relationship where, one, you respect your woman, okay? That's very important. Number 2, you have to appreciate your woman. And number 3, you have to help her become your best assistant. I always say that a woman should be a man's best assistant, but you have to guide her. You have to lead her how to assist you. You can't just expect her to come into the relationship and just be your assistant. It doesn't work that way. But what I have learned from Tyrese Gibson is that he said he went into this relationship where he treated her as a princess and he gave her everything. And I truly believe him. I also believe that she had ambition more than he was. And I will tell you this, and Sierra, the worst thing when a man is in love or he falls for a woman is when that woman looks at that man as a lottery ticket. You know what I mean? You know what a lottery ticket, you know how that works. Everybody put money in from a country and everybody hopes to God they win, right? So the problem is her own mama looked at him as a lottery ticket. And I would tell men this, if you go into a relationship where they look at you as the lottery ticket, it's a red flag. And it's unfortunate that he didn't catch that, and he felt so much in love with her that she had her own ambition, and she was willing to walk away from this relationship just because, let me tell you something, and we're going to get in this video. They're called leprechauns. They're little creatures. They get together on Sundays like it's a football game, plotting how to destroy your wedding, your marriage, your friendship. And what happens is she admitted it. She went on there and she said it. She said, hey, you know what? I have the wrong people in my ear. So real quick, let's get into this. And I want to get your opinions here after you watch this video. I truly want to see what you think.
Yeah, Samantha Lee here gave an update towards this divorce that happened some time ago. For the first time in a while. So
stay away from women like this. Women who think like this are Amber Heards and Jada Pinkett's. Trust me. These women are not the women you want to court and build a lifestyle with. You need to get a Vanessa Bryan, a David Beckham wife. Let's get into the show.
Let's see what she has to say.
Entertainment.
That she's sorry that she left Tyrese, right? Let me go ahead on and play that clip. You've heard it before. A little bit of it will come back.
If I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No. Wow. I wouldn't. And that's the truth. Right. I try my very best at this point in my life to be what I didn't have in that moment. Because I think that I was... Women were like, I'm an extremely emotional person. People that know me know that about me. I'm the kind of person that like, okay, I feel so strong, and I can ruminate. I can get so lost in my thoughts. I know a lot of women are like that. Like we're a lot, not all of us, right? But some of us are. Just like a lot of men can be like that. But I know women specifically, I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I can't stand this. He don't do this. He don't do that. Blah, 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 blah. And we're just focusing on these things. And because you don't have a certain person in your life to check you and say, sis, what about this? What about this? What about these strengths? What about what he's not doing? What, like those types of things. That can get you thinking about the positive aspects of this person that you may not be thinking about when you're upset. You're only thinking about what you're mad about. You're not thinking
Entertainment.
All right, just to pause it real quick. Basically, sounds like she is blaming the divorce on friends, family, people in her ear about the marriage that she was in at the time. And obviously they had some negative feedback. And she's trying to say she was easily persuaded by that negative feedback to file for the divorce.
Yeah.
So she regrets it, and she's blaming these other people, whoever they are. She's not naming them, for tricking her into doing it, I guess.
Yeah.
By what they told her.
Yeah.
How do we feel about that? You think you should...
What do you think, Sierra?
Maybe keep certain people out of your business, or... just be smarter yourself? Like, how do you think you should have gone about it?
I don't think you should tell your friends and everything about your relationship, especially if they're single. If they're not what you want to see in your relationship, then you shouldn't be telling them about your relationship. Really. So, obviously, a woman shouldn't keep a secret. You're taking you off the market. There's no more advertising. But so if a woman talks to you and say, are you in a relationship? Obviously, you respond and say, yes, I have a good man. That's how you end that conversation. What women will do, though, is they will try to dig into your relationship and try to figure out what's the nitty and gritty. Especially, let me tell you something. When you go to a club and they see you out, or a restaurant and they see you with your man and he's attractive and you guys look together, some women, it destroys them because you're happy. And they would do anything to knock you off that mountain. It's just the way it is. I don't know why females operate this way. It's almost as if they act like a male because they're in competition with a woman. You shouldn't be in competition with a woman. Why are y'all competing with each other? Y'all crazy. I mean, men compete. Women shouldn't have to. The only thing you need to do is look good, stay in shape, look pretty. You don't even have to be that educated, and you will secure a top tier man. But let me explain something. What do you feel where if your relationship is golden and you got a great guy, but everybody's keep telling you can do better, you can go to the next level? How do you think females should handle that, Sierra? You gotta get away from them because or else it's gonna, I don't know, it might work. If someone keeps telling you something and is beating it in your head.
I mean, have you seen it happen in your life?
Yeah, definitely. My family's always like that. Like, you can do it by yourself. Why are you using him?
But do you think it's more like family that try to deter you from the relationship, or is it more like friends?
It's more both, probably.
Is it like an equal thing?
Yeah, because I have a lot of females in my life.
Well, what's the response when somebody tells you that?
Well, what's the response from you?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you say,
I always tell them the same thing. If you're not married, then why are you even telling me anything? Because that's not what I want. Whatever you got going on isn't what I want. So why are you
Ain't it funny
me?
though? They try to give you advice and try to deter you toward their dreams, and
They're not happy at all.
And they're not happy at
in
all.
Any
They're miserable.
aspect of their lives.
But how do you respect these women? Because how do you? So when you see a woman, right, Sierra, and this for all the women who watching right now. When you see a woman, you got a friend who's jealous of you, or if you got a family member who's jealous of you, how do you operate? Do you push them away from you, or do you keep fucking with them and eventually you get stuck by that poison? That scorpion stings you.
I always push
like it's on
your
your that scorpion stings you. That venom comes into the body and it fucks everything up. Like this relationship with Tyrese. How do you tell women, or how do you separate yourself from that negative energy where women are trying to destroy whatever you're trying to keep towards happiness? Because there's a lot of miserable women out here. A lot of them.
Yeah, that's why a lot of us just keep to ourselves. The good ones, you got to just keep to yourself and probably just not have friends at this point.
I mean, you do see
hard.
them. The people 100. You live in one of the top condominiums out here. So I'll tell you right now, y'all, it's filled with females because it's private, it's secured. No man can get in there. It's crazy. And there's a lot of single women in there.
I just see them at yoga. I don't go and hang out with them after. We don't have, chit chats.
It's a reason, because all these motherfucking
out.
women are miserable. You don't want to chill with a misery. Misery loves company. But it's not even that. Because all these women can get a man. It's just when you've been fucked over, dragged through the mud, or you've been in a relationship and it didn't work out because of the wrong people put or deterring you from that. It turns into a relationship like this. I feel bad for Tyrese. I really do.
well, he actually has a response. He had a response to this. I'm curious to see what he said to what she just said.
Before we get into that video, let me tell you something. I can guarantee you his response is not going to be pretty, because when a man commits, listen, ladies, when you got a guy who's a top tier A-list man, this man is a 1%er, especially for black people, and you go in there where you thinking he's the lottery pick, and you thinking you're going to be the next Beyonce or Rihanna, you're going to lose. And what's going to happen is this man can go out and get pussy anywhere. He chose you. Why are you not submissive and helping him? Why are you greedy and want more for yourself? Sit down, be quiet, and support your husband and enjoy the lifestyle. Queens don't have to do much. Why are you trying to be something that you're not? He's built himself up. He worked his ass off to get here. He chose you. You should live in luxury and do everything you can to make this man happy. But she wanted more. She wanted the ambition to be a number 2 or a number 1. She wants that relationship where there's a Jay-Z and there's a Beyonce. And that problem is, sometimes it don't work that way. You wasn't 16 like Beyonce touring the world. Beyonce works her ass off. So all you women want to be a Beyonce, but y'all not willing to put the work in. Can you dance like Beyonce? Can you wake up at 3 a.m. and train like Beyonce? Can you travel a war tour like Beyonce? This woman works like a slave. She deserves everything she got. So when you're sitting with a man like Tyrese and he's giving you everything, you want the mansion? It's yours. You want a Lamborghini? It's yours. You want a Chanel bag? It's yours. Whatever you want. You want to go to Dubai? It's yours. And you choose to say, you know what? I'm greedy. I want more than this. I want to be him. You get the dick in a relationship. So listen. Let's sit and listen what he got to say, because I guarantee you it's not going to be a positive response.
All right, here we go with his
Entertainment.
response.
I know I'm crazy on this mic.
All right. Hold on.
Yeah,
Look,
dust
man,
that camera off,
I was
bro.
not going to respond to this video of my ex that's now gone viral. She is loving it. Congratulations, you went viral again over something else that you said, because you're trying to build up your YouTube page and get your followers up. Listen, man. Listen. If you had people in your ear that influenced you into leaving your husband and your 1-year-old child, your innocent 1-year-old child, we both were divorcee kids, grew up in toxic environments, torn in between our old family, new family, stepfather, stepmother. That's a life that we both lived. And you packed up a 1-year-old, put a COVID mask on top of the Ring cameras, and I was literally in an airplane on my way home to fight for my marriage and my family. You're heartless.
Gotcha, bitch.
None of your friends recognize you. This is all about money. If you had friends in your ear, you're lying, you're gaslighting, you're playing. The only person that was in your ear was your mama. Her name is Patricia Randolph. You didn't have people in your ear. The amount of people that was supposedly in your ear, you also had a whole lot of people like Aventer Gray, Taffy Dollar, Creflo Dollar's wife, who married us. You had a whole lot of people in your ear telling you that you're about to do something stupid, impulsive, and y'all are actually not going through anything that would make you want to leave your husband. Let's go even further. When Aventer Gray and Pastor John Gray were having their own marital issues at the time, you arranged a therapy session with Aventer Gray at our house. And when she walked out of her therapy session, she walked into the foyer where the Bumblebee is, and there was 50 boxes with like 7 or 8 people there packing up all to leave the house. And I was in an airplane on my way home to try and fight and save our marriage. So if you had people in your ear at the time, they must be still in your ear, because you're still trying to get $20,000 a month for a 5-year-old. You make $160,000 a year on your own. This is all a game. You're clout chasing. You're something that I don't even know. A simple woman, not into materialistic things, don't care about fame and mansions and popularity. You're everything that you told me and all of your friends and loved ones that you wasn't.
Exactly.
If you wanted to be famous, boo-boo, that's all you had to say. You didn't have to play this game that you wasn't. Now you out here playing on single mothers and their emotions, playing on women that are actually in abusive relationships and marriages that are toxic and dark and dysfunctional. That's not what that was. You think I would have a song entitled "I Don't Think You Ever Loved Me" if I didn't really feel that way? You think I would have a song out called "Love Transaction" if I didn't realize that it was never love, it was just a transaction? This shit is money.
So guys,
All right, so I think that's pretty funny, because I was wondering why she didn't mention who was in her ear, and he basically had no issue name dropping all these people. So he gave names to friends. He said it was specifically her mother. So she was probably trying to protect her mother by just making it up and saying all these people when it was mostly one person. But how do you feel about his response? You think he's right, or is he maybe he did some things wrong to deserve this?
I don't know. What did he do? Why did they break up? What happened?
She wanted more.
But when? Like, I want to know what happened.
She wanted more. She wanted more than what he was providing, even though he was giving her a lifestyle that she never had.
Like what?
She
Like
looked at him
what?
like a lottery pick. That's it. She looked at him as a lottery pick. He was the ticket. He was the Super Bowl. And she didn't know how to behave. She didn't know how to handle it. Why did you come into the relationship acting as if you didn't care about Gucci, Louis, products, or mansions? She played a part. And this is what I'm going to tell men. You got to watch out for women like this. These women will play you, period. Right? Even black women. I'm going to say this very well. Black women, when it comes to white guys, bro, if you're dating a black woman, and I'm going to say this to the white men out here real quick. If she's not giving you her access, passwords, and codes to her Instagram, her passcode to her cell phone, do not marry her.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Because I'm telling you, there's a chance, and it might happen, she might cheat on you. It's just the way it is. Some women like a certain type of men, but this other guy provides something that they need. It's a resource. She doesn't really like you. She's not really attracted to you. She fucks with you. She likes you as a person. She'll let you have sex with her, but She doesn't want to be with you because if Mr. Right was having his shit together, the guy she truly wants and look at as the prize, if he had his shit together, she would leave you in a second. And it happens. It happens. Trust me. There's niggas right now working on themselves. Their girl left them and they disappear for 3-4 years. They come back, 8-pack. They come back, own business. They come back, Lamborghini. And guess what? She's like, wow. What's up, B. Jordan? Wow.
Another one.
What's up? Can I get my shot now? And what he does is he pass you up. Why would he risk it? But she's willing to throw her marriage away for this man because she's like, damn, he truly used to love me. I can get him back. And that's how it works. Tyrese got to understand, you invested into the wrong woman. And I tell men, women or men, this is not a shot for none of us. A man must invest into the right woman. A woman must invest into the right man. You must find a leader. Tyrese got with a girl who lied and manipulated and played a game with him, making it seem like she was someone she was not. Bruh. She went into the relationship already planning to exit. I'm going to say it again. She went into the relationship already planning to exit. She got people in her ear telling her,
as her mother,
hey, we can do better.
He's holding you back. You could be bigger.
What did she want?
She wanted to be a YouTuber, like he just said. She's trying to get a big YouTube channel.
Because she's making half the money.
Exactly.
Like, she is not living that lifestyle.
Well, no,
anymore,
she's
so
trying to get. What is she getting? 14 a month?
She's somebody on YouTube. I ain't gonna lie. I looked her up. I had to. She bigger than me right now. And outside of that, she ain't bigger than me what I do outside of my business.
What's her content like?
But her content is crazy. She's trying to help and direct women. Listen, I'm not gonna knock any. Listen. I'm not going to knock
relationship advice, things like that.
She's trying to be a coach. I am not going to knock any YouTuber. You want to be a YouTuber? Bring it. Let's compete. But the problem is listen, I don't go on her platform to knock her on her platform. I'm not going to do that. But I will talk about her relationship base because that's public information on both sides. Don't ever go into a relationship where you're planning to exit. If you're going to involve yourself and get married, women, stop getting married to men you don't want to marry. And men, stop getting married to women, period. Stop getting married. If she's not committed to you for multiple years, where she goes through the struggle with you, you got to put her through a struggle to see if she's going to stick around. Y'all motherfuckers pull up in Lamborghinis and think you're just going to keep an entitled little freak. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You got to find women that are loyal to themselves, women who take they love nature. They love life. They like flowers. They like oxygen. You got to deal with women who actually like getting up at 3-4 in the morning and going to the gym. They just simple. If you told your chick she can move to Alaska in the middle of nowhere, she'd be like, I'm ready. That's the kind of women you got to look for. You got to look for a woman who's passionate, patient, who understand what it takes to work, and who understand you a man and you might step out once in a while. But listen, she understand as long as you position her in a position of power and you're trying to be the best you can be, where you trying to build a kingdom, she will appreciate you. The biggest issue about this, Sierra, is that we're going to learn more about this conversation with Tyrese. I just think Tyrese is a simp. He's just like Stephen Harvey, but he ain't worse. He ain't worse than Stevie Harvey. He did it. He went into a relationship where he fell in love with a woman and she was a demon.
Wait,
she truly
wrong for that?
Huh?
Is he wrong for that?
For what?
Are they wrong for falling in love?
No, but she didn't even love him.
They didn't know that.
She knew that.
He didn't know that.
He didn't know that.
But that's what I'm. So, but at the end of the
Why
day,
is he a simp?
because
He left her. He's not looking for her anymore.
Why he's a simp? Because what he did by the response after she left him.
By making that
Let me
video?
tell you something.
I think he knew her mother was a piece of shit.
Listen.
You should stay away if the mother-in-law. You got to deal with this like that.
Listen to me very quickly. Everybody listen.
You should go off the parents.
Listen, I'm going to say this again. All men need to stop being simps. It's okay to simp for the right woman. If she's your wife or if she's like someone you dated and you know her personally. This woman went into the relationship with a plan B. Period. This man gave you, well, why do y'all women want more? What's going on in the world? You're not happy to be a housewife? You're not happy to not worry about surviving on your own? You want to pay bills? You truly want to pay bills. You truly want to talk to the collective company. You truly want to deal with car insurance and life insurance. You truly want to deal with this shit. Or do you want to sit in a house that's nice, 3,000-4,000 square foot, 2-car garage, pull 3 vacations a year, and that's for people who can afford it. But for the basic people, maybe 1 vacation a year. These women are Instagram famous. All of them want to be Instagram models, and social media has destroyed the relationship. I'm gonna tell you the truth. She wants to be something better, and the reason why she failed in her marriage because she listened to all them little evil gremlins. All those people. Ramin said it
She
best.
wants to
It
be
started
right
with
back
her.
where she was
She's
at.
exactly. So what's the point?
I think when you're in a position like that where you could be a housewife and you got a rich guy, you should find some hobbies, because what happens is you
that's
got nothing
what
to
it
do.
is.
You're
She gets
sitting around,
bored.
your friends come over, you're sitting around, and all you could do is gossip and talk shit because you're bored, and it leads to this stupidity, and now you regret it 3 years later.
All they want is more, and more, and more. What more do you want? More. That's all they want. You get in a relationship, she sits there, she has a 4,000 square foot crib, a perfect kitchen, a chef every Sunday, and they want
Like you
more.
said, you gotta find hobbies.
Fuck that. Fuck the,
Yeah,
okay.
Steve Harvey's wife,
Listen,
she got bored.
find
and fucked the
a
chef.
hobby.
Steve Harvey's wife got so bored she fucked that chef.
Exactly. That's crazy. Damn. She fucked the chef and she fucked the security. And we supposed to respect Stephen Harvey. We supposed to respect Will Smith. Man, listen, Will, man, walk
He didn't know,
the
and
fuck
how was he
away.
supposed to?
Will's holding the book up still.
Will is he not? He ain't worse than Stephen Harvey. Will is fucked up because you kept this relationship for 20-some years, and she's been. You can't say Jada's never. Oh, this is just Jada now. This woman's been this way, and this woman, what's her name again? What's Tyrese's wife? Ex-wife?
Samantha Lee.
Samantha, you're just like Jada Pinkett. Y'all are greedy. Y'all want more. And y'all can't respect the man that puts you in the power in the position you in. You wouldn't be shit without Tyrese Gibson. You'll be back in the hood with a high body count. He took you off the market. You should appreciate him. But guess what? Like Tyrese, I want to know who did she fuck with after she left you? Because the rumor is very clear. There's somebody major out there, a bigger player, who she started giving her body to right away after Tyrese and her separated. It's crazy. It's funny that a woman will separate. You're supposed to be emotional, but you go open your legs and go fuck somebody else within like 3 weeks or 3 months or 6 months. Even if you in a motherfucking marriage, you shouldn't open your legs for like 2-3 years. To be honest with you, you just left a marriage 5, 10 years, 15 years, and you already fucking a guy in the first 2 weeks. That's crazy. This is why we tell you, women, you can't trust them. They're too emotional. They cannot be in control. They cannot be leaders. Now, can women lead? Yes, they can lead certain things, but they can't lead the relationship because they're going to lead it to hell. And this is why the divorce rate is so high. Educated women have the highest rate to leave a relationship. What is the percent so we can get into another video?
Well, the percentages are 70% of divorces are initiated by women, but when it's a college educated woman, it jumps to 90%. And that was as of 2019. It's
Sierra,
probably worse now. I don't know.
90% of women issue educated women.
I see that. I never went to college.
It's okay.
All right, let's get on into the next video. I've seen this. I don't think you two have, and I was shocked. So let's take a look at our next video and see what you two think about what this woman does or has done.
Real quick before we get in the video, like and subscribe. Follow us on every platform. Cash Money Dream Podcast. The website's up, cashmoneydreams.com. We here, man. We not going nowhere. Like and subscribe, please, because YouTube is very difficult. All these platforms are difficult. We need you to like and subscribe, and we will respond to your messages. Let's get into the video.
Entertainment. All right, here we go.
And then eventually it got to a point where like I was 19 and I got kicked out of my house because I was like bringing over 6 dudes a night. Like it just was never enough. Enough was never enough. So, yeah.
6 dudes?
Wait, 6 dudes a night?
For like a consecutive week, yeah.
So like, would you slot them in like 7 p.m., 8 p.m.,
Yeah.
9 p.m., 10 p.m.?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
And then I would even, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'd say I would even like have like my backup guys to where it was like, if this guy didn't come tonight, then I would invite this guy so that like
Did you
that
have
way.
did you have a spreadsheet, like an Excel?
Kind of,
This shit is
yeah.
not even
I
funny.
mean, I had to
She's
write,
laughing.
eventually like I had to
Say
write people's
nasty.
names down because it got like so insane. Yeah.
Okay, so
All right, just to pause
I was
that.
about to say,
real
how
quick.
did her coochie not fall off?
So yeah, 6 a night. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of work.
Guess what? Hey, Sierra, please, before I attack women, because I have to do this. I'm gonna give you this seat. What do you feel about this? This is crazy.
What do you mean?
My soul hurts.
Ask me.
Everybody
That's
around her, except for the
nasty.
guy, was speechless too. I could tell you two
Me
are
too.
speechless.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to
It's so
say.
bad
That's not
that you
even
don't
normal.
even know what to say.
What?
Let's just move on.
Where? Yeah.
Listen.
I don't know.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Listen.
Where did you even find this? Like,
What do I don't know? He found it. What exactly? Where did we find this? Hey, let me ask you a question though. But if you had a
she
friend,
on OnlyFans?
yes, no, she
No,
doesn't
this
need
was
it.
probably before OnlyFans. She's just
Oh.
doing it just because as a hobby, not as for
Oh.
money.
Wow.
It's a workout.
So
I mean,
Talk
it's like
about-
eating food. I mean, it's like drinking water.
You're definitely sore after. For
She
for a
ain't
few
sore.
days.
Her shit
said
is she ready.
a consecutive week of 6 guys.
She had backup plans.
times 7
Bro,
is 42.
she had backup security. You hear that? That's crazy.
42.
I had a plan if a motherfucking show up. That's crazy. Let me ask you something. If you had a crazy
42 times in a week. I just want to say that.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Denied.
I didn't even calculate, but thank
Yeah.
you. That fucked up my brain. 42 a week. That's a lot of men. Shit.
What do you think of the man that's gonna wife her one day?
She
Unless
wouldn't-
it's already happened. I don't know.
A woman like this, she lose her citizenship.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
A woman like this should be kicked out of our country.
Where's she going to go?
I don't give a fuck. They kick out people.
Amsterdam?
No, she needs to go to motherfucking.
The red light district?
Yo,
Bitch.
She needs to go to a hospital because
she needs to go to the number one country for prostitute. Maybe we can look that up. The number one country or city for prostitution. We need to look that up. That's where she needs to go. But I will tell you right now, this is evil to the highest level. And if this is one girl who operates like this, how many American women are like this? Oh my God. How many friends do y'all have are like this?
Yeah, I mean, she can't be the only one.
I don't have friends
Let me
like
tell you
that.
something.
What do you mean?
If you chill with a girl, and these girls do this, they go out to a club, they never met a guy, and you let this man stick his thing inside you, that's disgusting. The problem is this. Can it happen? Yes. It depends what happens next. If this is a guy you constantly fucks with and you keep some kind of relationship with, cool. But is this a guy you just fuck, you never meet again, and you let him put his history in you? I mean, the demons you fucking is crazy. These women are very disgusting. And the problem is she's not she's not accountable. And the reason why, because it's the men who are the simps. The simps are the guys who get all the nasty community pussy and make women like this. So we need to start blaming men and women. Because women, you control the sex. You are the gateway to having sex. You are the gateway to life. So you can say yes or no. If you say no, it's the R word, right? And a man doesn't want to be put in that position. But if you say yes and you're doing it 7 times a day?
6
6
guys
times.
a night. So
Oh.
I guess she'd
Times.
start around like 6 p.m. and end at 12.
She got
something
kicked
like
out of
that.
her own house. Her parents was like,
Denied.
her parents was like, hell no. That's disrespectful.
By the way, China, India, and the United States, top countries for prostitution.
Who's number one?
I think India. I'm not really finding a definitive
There you go.
answer, but it looks like certain cities in India,
They
red
can.
light districts.
She could be sent to India. Trust me, they love Americans. They'll let you in.
They got like 2 billion people there.
I mean,
so she got a lot of.
She got a lot of work. I will just say this, and so we can get into the next video. Sierra, I think women like this are very dangerous, and I think women who chill with women like this are very dangerous. You cannot have these type of souls and energy. If you believe in energy, you need to stay away from women like this. If there was a man like this, you need to stay away from him.
It's scary though if you think your man would stepped out with a woman like that though. That's where women
But let me tell you something right
get all
now.
crazy. You don't know what woman you're messing around with. And she probably just had sex with 6 guys that day.
Let me tell you something.
That's scary.
Sierra, I will tell you this. A top tier man, ladies, listen, a top tier, a guy who has respect for his body and for his family will not fuck a woman like that. If he's giving up his dick to a woman, it's going to be a woman who's respected or has some type of clean energy. Men do not sleep with pigs like this. And I understand that it's a wrong word to use towards a woman, but this is not all women. But I think women can understand this woman is an animal. She's operating like an animal. And if a guy who has all the money in the world or he's successful sleeps with a woman like this, you should leave him. Period. That's disgusting.
How would you know?
I mean, if you don't know,
How could
it's
you
just
know?
gonna. I will tell you this:
Be an
men don't,
Instagram model.
real men don't operate like that. Y'all think we out here just fucking anything? Guys with value do not fuck women like this. I'm telling you, those are nasty ass men.
But
That's
what she's
disgusting.
saying is you don't know that you're in a 2-hour time slot. You just be like, you think you might be the first guy that's seen her that
I'm
week.
telling you right now, bro, you could tell a woman pussy has been beat up or by anything. A man knows when a woman's fucked a lot. Y'all women think we don't know that you got a high body count. You're tripping. We know what you smell like. We know. We are men. It's in our DNA. Now, some guys don't give a care because they don't use the energy that God gave them for you to recognize if a woman's been passed around. Trust me. But a real man knows a woman body count. He might not hit the number right, but I can guarantee you, I look at a woman, I can tell how she acts, how she smells, how she operates, how she talks, how she holds her body, how she sits, how she walks. I can look at all these things. You know what I mean? How she smiles, her attitude, just her energy. And I can tell you, we can look at a woman and say she's been around. We can look at a woman and say, this is going to be difficult for me to sleep with. We can look at a woman and say, this is going to be an easy 24 hours. So if you think we don't know, we know. But the problem is the nasty ass men, the Pookies and Ray Rays will sleep with a woman like this. These are what women like though. They like bum, dirty ass dudes that give their dicks out to everybody. Real niggas don't do that. High value men just don't fuck any. Before we get in this video, I was just looking at Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate's a huge person on the world. Obviously, he's very successful. But he was at I think it was in Romania. Or he was somewhere recently, and he was at a boxing match, and it was a huge boxing match. All women, a lot of beautiful women in Romania. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's a lot of beautiful women. So many women came up to him, and he kept pushing them off. Like, get away from me. Just pushing them off. And these not ugly women. These women were at least 7 and 9s, and he kept pushing them off. You know why he kept pushing off? Because he doesn't need them. He has options. But these women think they look good so they can come in at a man because they're attractive. But he can tell what kind of woman has the value that he's looking for. He's not just going to accept anyone. That's a real man right there. So, but let's get in this other video.
All right, so let's move on to our next video here. I have not seen this one, but it does have a lot of hits, and based off the title, I think it's going to make for some interesting conversation here.
All right,
So
let's look at it. Like and subscribe,
see.
follow us on every platform, man. It's your boy Cash Money Dream Podcast. So let's get into it.
Entertainment.
You doing too much.
I'm doing too much.
You doing too much. Come on. I don't even know why you stood and talked to this man.
Oh, man.
Come on, let's go.
Nah, I'm
It's no baby, bro. Like, y'all being so dramatic.
Come
on, let's go.
It's clearly a baby. It's clearly a baby.
It's clearly not a baby.
Go live your life with your
How
new.
the I'm gonna live my life?
Live your life with
We
your
stay
baby.
together.
I don't believe this. Hold on. Wait, who just called you? Hold on. Hey, pick it up. Hello?
Oh my God, bro. Are you dead ass right now?
Who is this?
Hello?
Who is this?
You and Renee?
Yeah, who is this?
Bro, what the bro? Like, what you mean, who is this? I'm her boyfriend, dog.
This her husband, dog. What are you talking about?
Yo, were you in the army or something?
Yeah, I was. What's going on?
She told me you died, bro.
I died. I'm right here in the flesh.
This is so fake. I don't believe that shit out.
All right, so
You don't believe that?
Hell no.
Okay.
I think
In the
it's a
whole
fake
world,
ass
you don't
video.
believe this happened.
I mean, I believe that happens, but I believe that video was fake as hell.
she thinks it's acting, but I mean, if it wasn't acting, I don't know if it is or not. But if it wasn't acting,
I mean, even if it was acting, just the concept. We watch a movie, we get educated watching the documentary.
Yeah.
We get an idea, right? The point of either it's real or not, is it acceptable?
You know it's not acceptable.
I know what I know, but this is for the audience.
Everybody knows that's not acceptable.
Why is it that, I'm going to say it's for black women, why is it that you get the white boy, I mean, he accepts you because it's a culture exchange, right? And you still fuck him over. Women have the highest rate of cheating. So women think they don't because they have the access of fucking. But here's a woman.
Hello, your computer has virus.
Here's a woman dating a guy who she said is her husband, and he was in the military protecting his own country, willing to die at any moment for his own country, meaning for her. If a man's gonna join a military or going in anything of service, he's willing to die for a flag. He's going to die for you for sure. You understand? I don't think if he loves you, especially if he gets married to you, he's going to die for you. He'll protect you. But here's a woman willing to throw all that away for a bum, and she's lying saying that he's dead. That's crazy.
So who's the other guy?
I don't know.
So what do you mean he's a bum?
I mean, he's definitely a bum. Because if a woman gets a man like Tyrese Gibson, she's going to leave immediately. If Drake came knocking at your door, you're going to leave immediately. If Drake opened the door in a gateway, that gateway's maybe 12 hours. Men with money and power, they tell you it's now or never. So a woman's not going to sit here and drag it out. It doesn't work that way.
How does she even have the time?
Women, that's because men give y'all that time. All the work we doing, paying bills. This is why I say a woman must struggle with a man. If the man doing everything, trust me, this is what Ramin says. The women have nothing.
Hobby.
What is the hobby?
Whatever. Smoking weed, whatever.
That's horrible.
That's what it is. Their hobby is sit around, drink, smoke weed with friends together.
And fuck up. That's what they're doing.
And gossip while they're doing it.
That's horrible. That's horrible
or you
advice.
could sit at home and play video games.
Listen, because you sit home all day, or if you and whatever you do in your life, and you think but you not. I know you as a person. You're not chilling out in the clubs. You don't go to clubs. I try to take her to the club. She's like, no. And she goes to the club. She can have fun. She's a fun person. But she doesn't want to be there. That's a plus. Check mark. Girls don't want to be in clubs, bro, unless it's exclusive, right? Unless it's something going on. Like if you got an event or a show, cool, she'll come out. But she want to be a homebody. She likes being home. That's a plus. But the issue with this woman is she's not happy with him. She doesn't respect him. She doesn't respect him. She only using him for the resources.
Yeah.
Women go into a relationship looking at your resources. This is why I say you must dry out a woman clean. And another thing, if you don't like Olive Garden, if you don't like fast food, I don't like fast food. But listen, if we're going to sit down and have coffee, I ain't cheap because I want to sit down and have coffee with you. When a woman tells you you're cheap because you want to go have coffee, she ain't for you, bro. She's already
Stop it. Get some help.
She's already telling you. She's just like these women. She's a Jada Pinkett. Y'all men, the problem with a lot of these dudes is they ignore the red flags. They still go at her because they want the body. They so infatuated with the idea of having sex with these women that they just make bad decisions. And then when they get the body, they're like, oh my God, I like it. The sex is amazing. I'm going to do everything to keep this woman.
I think they call that pussy whipped.
Yeah. They're obsessed with a woman that now listen, David Beckham did this, but he did it with a woman that had value and a woman who respected herself. And he got what he wanted, but he was 22, 23 years old. It's different when you're trying to chase kitty cats at 27 or 40, right? Listen, y'all not in y'all 20s, so stop trying to chase it like you still got time because your time is running out. The problem with a lot of these women is very simple, is that because the show's winding down, that it still comes down to this, Sierra, is that women, they get guys who have the resources and all they care about. Why they still dealing with A, B, C, okay? And the problem is men, you must vet a woman. This is why I say all women should be put on lie detector tests. Would you take a lie detector test?
Yeah.
Say that again?
Yes.
You will take a lie detector test?
Yeah, and for what?
I mean, just to make sure you're loyal. Make sure you're 100% committed to the idea, the brand, the family. Would you take a lie detector? Would you take a lie detector to make sure you honestly a holy woman, a person who believes in faith? Because a lot of women out here act like they love God. They would do anything to keep the vows and relationship together. But we know that's not true. They walk away from the relationship. Men, if you have money, if you make a certain amount of money, you must vet a woman. You must make sure she's not there to take your resources. Because society's teaching women, social media is teaching women to use you and dump you. That's it. And now I understand Tyrese. I mean, but you can't come out crying like that, bro. You can't come out because we're going to look at you. There's a lot of guys who broke up right now in their relationships and they not responding to the negative that their wives or ex-wives are doing. Out here dating 27-year-old men, but they 42 years old. Out here having birthdays by themselves. Still single. 42 years old. 35 years old. Single. With 2 kids. Still begging for $15,000, $20,000 a month because you want a lifestyle that you didn't work for. Let's get into the next video. This show's about to be over. It's your boy Cash Money Dream Podcast. I thank you for being on, Sierra.
You're welcome.
Let's get into this next, our last topic of the day here. It looks like a woman who's pregnant.
You know,
interesting situation
you know what's funny?
From the caption.
You know what's funny? The video before was a black woman with a white guy, and now this is a white woman with a black guy. Let's get into it. Let's see what this video is. It should be very interesting.
Entertainment.
You're a loser. You're a loser.
Wow.
How am I supposed to be with you when I got these men all the time in my DMs offering me luxury cruises, mansions, all this different stuff, and then I come home to you playing video games in your underwear?
It was good when we first started dating.
That's 7 years ago. I've grown as a person, and you haven't. I've outgrown you.
Wow. So after all these years, you have to tell me that about getting pregnant by another man? We couldn't separate we couldn't have this conversation.
I mean,
before we got to this part.
Things happen, but
I had to find out you was pregnant.
You weren't taking
How low
care
of you?
of me.
That's low.
You were not. The bottom line is that you were not taking care of me.
I'm a hard-working man.
I get another man's arms.
I'm a hard-working man. I gave you everything you asked for me. What more you want?
I'm in here splitting half of these bills. You're not taking care of me.
The rent is $4,000.
So a real man could pay.
Damn, where they live.
All right, just to pause this real quick.
I mean,
it must be recent. I mean, it must be with this inflation.
It is real.
But
this is mean.
Just to pause this is my opinion. I think that this would have continued. I think what happened is he probably found out. She didn't tell him. And because he found out and confronted her about it, now they're having this conversation.
Nasty.
Because what would have happened is she would have kept it a secret probably.
Nasty.
And then she would have popped out a kid telling him it's his. Nasty. And then it would have gone even more to the left.
Nasty.
Years from now.
You know what's sad about this is this woman would be pregnant with another man's baby while she's still letting this man insert himself into her.
That's what I'm saying.
And you women are disgusting if you do this.
And he would have ended up taking care of it too.
Nasty, evil, nasty. Let me tell you something. I don't care if you black, white.
Belongs to the streets.
This woman belongs past the streets. I mean, she belongs in the desert where there's no water. And the difference between this is, listen, Sierra, there's no respect to this shit. These girls, this is real. I'm telling you guys, if you don't have access to your woman's account, she don't respect you. She don't care for you. She's going to say you insecure and this and that. No, if I'm a captain, I control the military. If I'm a general, I control the military. I move my pieces by having control. This is how you win a war, okay? A captain don't sit there and say, hey, I don't have the codes. No, I need them launch codes. I need to know exactly what's going on with my soldiers. My woman, she's my soldier. I need to know what she's doing. And if I don't have access to it, then it's going to cause certain things like this. Bro, you messed up. Once again, men miscalculated a woman. Once again, she said, I outpassed you. She went into the relationship already looking for you to be a high-tier man. 7 years in a relationship, she's not looking at you the same no more. $4,000, she got guys saying, this bitch was willing to cheat on you for a cruise ship. What the fuck is that?
Who do you blame more, though, when it comes to just that sentence she said? Do you blame him for not growing and just staying put in the same spot?
Listen.
Or do you blame her for not being okay with him staying in the same spot and not growing?
If you don't want to deal with a guy, don't open your legs. If you open your legs, you stuck with this man for life.
It's probably a both people thing. I don't know.
If a man conquers your body, it's over. Y'all women can't keep y'all operating like y'all men. If a man fucks you, you can't fuck nobody else. You can't be out here fucking 2-3 dudes. It's against every religion, no matter which religion you look at it. A woman cannot be out here sexualizing and putting herself out there like that.
If we want to go to religion, she's not supposed to have sex till after marriage.
Well, listen, the world's changed. But I agree with you. I understand that. But women ain't coming in here with virgins. That's the problem. If now listen, if a woman came in as a virgin, then I can agree with that conversation. Then a man should wait 100% till he's married. But guess what?
Not the cap.
Where are these women at that's virgins? They don't exist. The problem is these women come with 20, 30 bodies. The problem is this woman is disgusting. He probably already got this woman. In that 7 years, she probably slowed down her sex rate, right? She was probably fucking 20 dudes before she got in a relationship with him. Let me tell you something. When women operate like this, they got a high body count. Women like this, that's disgusting. She was willing to open her legs for a cruise ship. What the fuck? A nigga in your DM? You the biggest simp in the world telling a woman I'll give you a cruise ship ticket.
Stop it. Get some help.
You gonna give up the pussy for cruise ship tickets?
No, I
Would you give?
my
I mean, listen. Would you sleep with a man for NBA All-Star or front row courtside final tickets?
I don't even watch sports.
Honest, thank you.
No, I think the reason she mentioned that though, the lady in the video, I think she's trying to say, how is it that all these men in my DMs have access to cruise ship money, NBA money, all this money, and the one I'm with doesn't have any of that? Why can't you have money like that? That's what she's complaining about.
The problem is
but
that
she went about it the whole
comparing.
totally different, incorrect way.
The problem is that most men are basic. Most men can't afford this shit. It's only 3% of men in the
Most
whole
men
world.
don't want to change.
But-
he didn't want to.
Well, that's
He's
true.
comfortable.
But listen,
So then she's gonna have to be okay with
sometimes
sharing.
you gotta get left.
But listen,
to get it
if
together.
a man, so then don't listen. Go into the relationship where you both have ideas of ambition and where you want to be.
Yeah, you gotta talk
You can't
about
see
it.
go in a relationship and she's not talking about this is where I want us to be, and he's saying, okay, you the kind of girl. Listen, men commit to the relationship. Women have to keep the relationship. Okay, it's our jobs to commit to it. Why am I going to commit to a woman that's obviously willing to leave me for a motherfucker that's giving her NBA tickets or cruise ship tickets?
Another one.
These guys go into these relationships not vetting these women because they want to have sex. That's all it is. That just shows you how weak the man is. How is that man supposed to do better? He don't know how.
Beta bear.
He already struggling. The economy sucks. $4,000 a month. What are you renting? Bro, what are you paying for?
He's playing video games, she said.
Bro, he living in a high rise somewhere or has an expensive.
It might be in California or New York.
That's definitely one of those.
What $4,000 a month? This is why this is our country's fucked up, bro. $4,000 a month is stupid. They killing us. But she don't even want to pay half. She's like, I'm paying half. This is what you got to understand, bro. These women are getting tired. But it's funny to me. All these women scream independence, but as soon as they get tired, they want to leave the relationship. Like, go into the relationship where you got to build, and then you have a successful. This chick is pregnant by another man's baby. Is this disgusting? I mean,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
the sad thing about it is there's almost a 7 out of 10 chance that guy's not going to want to take care of that child. Now she's going to lose her boyfriend, and she's going to have a baby with a guy who don't even want her. So now what do you do? Now you got to sleep around even more.
Back to the DMs.
Exactly. Find another sugar daddy. And let me tell you something. Guys who keep making you all these promises, ladies, these guys only want to sleep with you. They only telling you this shit because it's easier. It's much easier to fly you out, fuck you in a hotel, buy you something, than have the headache with you for 6 months or 6 years. Trust me. That's what you're not understanding. You're not special. Now, are some of you special? Yes, but you're not special. If you're responding to DMs being flown out, being piped by a man, you're not special. That is not how a man courts a woman. You know how he courts a woman? He gets on his cell phone, he looks at her and say, hey, what are you doing tonight? I want to take you out. Or he said, let's do something nice. Or let's go have some coffee. Let's go sit down and have a conversation. Let's go to the park. You know what I mean? I like Olive Garden. I don't even eat that shit. But I'll tell you right, Cheesecake
Garden
Factory
is fire.
Is it? I don't eat it, but I could tell
Stop
you
the cap.
Cheesecake
and
Factory
salads.
is the business. And let me tell you something. Do things that are simple so you guys can understand that it starts slow. But these women want all these things. When they do that, it's a red flag. You men need to make better decisions on the women you deal with. And women, you need to make better decisions of the man you sleep with, because when you get pregnant and that guy doesn't want to take care of you, he's basically showing you, fuck you. He doesn't respect you. That's what it is. This woman truly shot herself in the foot. And it's sad because we live in a society where a lot of women just make these bad decisions, and what happens is they get pregnant and they destroy families. I'm gonna say this before the show's end. I'm gonna get your opinion. Weak men make weak families. I'm gonna say it again. Weak men make weak families. You can't deal with a guy who has no ambition. The guy sitting playing video games all day, you should have broke up with him 6 months in the first relationship. If the dude you was with him 6 years, 5 years, what the fuck? 7 years. You want him to change now? He's been doing the same shit for 7 years. He ain't gonna change. I mean, if a guy's sitting there being lazy for 7 years, you gonna fuck with him?
No.
I mean, you gonna get pregnant on him, or you just gonna end the relationship and then go out and get
Would
pregnant?
have been left.
You would have been left? And that's what I'm saying. If y'all women stay in these relationships, you know why she stood there, right? Why do you think she stood there?
I don't know.
That's what I was saying earlier. She knows that the guy that got her pregnant ain't going to want anything to do with her. So she's going to make
This
this guy, who's not even the father, take care of the kid and child support, all this shit.
She tried, but she tried it. She tried it. As
he found out first before it happened.
Well, of course,
why.
but ain't it funny though when a woman gets pregnant? Because the show's about to end. When a woman gets pregnant, she goes back to the man. She expect the man to take care of it. As for a woman, would you expect a man to take care of a child that's not his? Just because you left the relationship or you made a mistake and now you realize the other guy's not interested, so you run back to the guy?
I don't know. I'm not going to judge.
What do you mean? You need to judge.
I'm not going to judge.
So you will see, that's the problem with women.
I'm saying because women have to do it with guys all the time.
Bro,
we have to take care of their little bastard
this
children.
This proves exactly why women should not be in control of the steering wheel. Period. What she just said proves. She
women not have to take care of
she just said she's
other
not
guys' children all the
This is
time?
what. Listen, women are willing to throw you under the bus, talk shit about women. They will shit on women. They will put women in the worst position to be a failure. But they wouldn't sit there and tell a woman the truth. This is why women shouldn't operate around women. This is why when you have a girl or a wife, you control that situation. You pick her friends. You pick her best friend. You pick them anybody. You pick her pastor. You pick her bank accountant. You pick her massager. You pick her trainer. You pick everything. You pick the chef. You pick all these things. So she's not picking these things because she's going off her interest of what she likes. And this is why the shit doesn't work, because women don't tell women the truth. She said, I'm not going to judge. And the reason why you say that, and it's not a shot
I'm
to
not
you.
judging the guys.
No,
it would be on the
no,
guy to
I'm asking
take
you to
her
judge
back
the
or
woman.
not.
I'm telling you to judge the woman.
What's judging the woman? We
I'm
already
telling-
just judged her. Now we're talking about the guys.
You didn't judge her. I'm telling you.
What do you mean?
What she did, she needs accountability. Is it right?
And then what?
Okay, I'm telling you. Is it right?
Accountability, then what? Okay, she fucked up. Now she's coming back. If he takes her back, he takes her back.
No, he ain't gonna take her back. He'll be the biggest simp in the world.
All
Only
right,
Steve
well then
Harvey's
she
do
has to
this.
deal with that.
What I'm telling you is this: if she cheats and she leaves this man thinking the other guy's gonna take care of her, and the other guy says, "I don't want to deal with this shit," and she goes back to the first guy, and he's like, "Get out of my house." What do you say to women who operate like that? You say you're not going to judge women who operate.
I said I'm not judging the man if he brings her back. I don't care.
All I'm saying is this: judge a woman, judge a man. If a woman does this, she doesn't respect you, bro. She has no respect to her temple. She has no respect for life. And the only reason she came back to you is because you was plan B or plan C. You was never plan A. You was never the guy she really wanted. And these women, let me tell you something. Y'all can keep doing this. It's going to eventually catch up to you. I'm telling you. You can keep going on these flights. Go to Tulum, go to Miami, go to DR, whatever the fuck you doing. Keep wearing these nasty-ass outfits. Your kids are going to hate you in 20 years. Your kids are going to hate you in 20 years. They're going to see all this shit you do, and they're going to hate you. And let me tell you something. I'm the baby in my family, okay? And this hurts. But sometimes you hate your parents before what they did. And there's a lot of men who have parents who failed them, okay? And the reason why is we telling you this because you guys are still young. You can still save yourself. But in 20 years, you won't be able to save yourself because when your kids see you on OnlyFans or they see your porno or they see you how you disrespected yourself, going out here on public streets talking about your body count or talking about how many men you had sex with or how many men you cheated on, you can't ever walk away from that. Your video's out there. We know who you are. You know what I mean? So, Sierra, I appreciate you coming on the show. She all blued out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nipsey.
We all blued out.
I'm Gucci out. It's your boy Cash. Listen, Cash Money Dreams Podcast. We here. We ain't going nowhere. Like and subscribe. Follow us on every platform. We here. Y'all take care. Thank you for watching the Cash Money Dreams Podcast. Like and subscribe. Follow us on every platform. Stay tuned. Every week we drop in a new episode. It's your boy Cash, man.